Yeah, it was more of like an old man trying to dab.
Okay, I'll take that. My Sieg Heil looks like old man trying to dab. I can't be a good Nazi. Whoops, look at me, old Butterfingers trying to be a Nazi.
This is Then You Ruined It, the podcast that will last until one of us makes it weird. Hope you have a short commute. So, I acknowledge this is an audio podcast. We don't have a real visual component to it. We'll see if we can make this work. But Jason, I have a photo that I need to send you. And then I want you to tell me both the first and second thing that comes to your mind as you are looking at this photo. Okay? I just shared it with you in the Gmails.
Oh, Gmail, man. I was like, how's it coming? I got my text open. I got, what do I have?
Oh, I could have texted it to you. Would that have been better?
Now it's going to me every possible way. It's like, hey, here's a message. Here's a text. Here's a notification. Here's an email. Shot a message to your old boss. He's going to tell you about it tomorrow morning. Oh, crap. All right. Photo loading. I mean, it's a nice looking, it's not cornucopia. What do they call those things at like Thanksgiving that you put on the table?
Centerpiece?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a specific one.
Well, the cornucopia is the specific one for Thanksgiving.
Okay. So it's like an attempt at one of those. It's got 4 nice looking gourds in it. One of the gourds is very, very much a penis and balls. The balls look to have good consistency and, I don't know. I don't want to say juiciness because that sounds like I want to eat them, but yeah, it's definitely penis and balls.
Yeah. So, can you tell where that is from context clues?
I mean, context clues. Is that a toilet?
That is a toilet. That is the decoration that my wife put on our toilet to make our guest bathroom. Our guest bathroom, the only one we let non-shinnies use. And front and center is the world's most phallic gourd.
It's quite phallic, yes. I love that because that's a great conversation piece.
It is so phallic that it literally took me months before I realized that behind the world's most phallic gourd is another gourd giving a third gourd a rim job.
I have closed my photos on my phone and I am opening it back up. Hang on. All right. Going back. Oh, dear. Oh, yep. Okay. We're going to zoom in on that. No, I can't. Okay. Now we're zooming. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, that's easily fixable. All you have to do is shift one of the gourds, but that is ribbled. Yikes. That is an X-rated basket. And you bet your ass I'm going to be showing this as the image for this podcast. Because I have to, because people have to see this.
People will think I staged this. I did not. This was not my doing. This was something that my wife just randomly threw together. You know how ancient cultures would sacrifice an animal and then throw the guts on the ground and see the future in what came out of it?
Sure.
My wife apparently did that with autumnal decorative plants, and a scene from Sausage Party erupted.
I was going to say, so she tried to divine the future in your bathroom, and she somehow conjured up a scene from Caligula in a basket atop the tank of your toilet. So, kudos to her. That's one that gets you. That's when they come back and somebody says like, man, saw the huge dong in your basket on the back of the toilet. Nice. And you're like, did you see the gourd rim job? I'm like, wait, what? And they run back to that bathroom. Yeah, like I said,
all of a sudden I have to pee again.
That is a good still life in art history. It's like, so you've noticed that detail, but have you also noticed subtly the artist has included more sexual favors in this basket?
It's like the world's worst Where's Waldo. You find the Waldo, which is the wiener. Then you're like, okay, now we go back through and find all the other things that he hid in here.
I think it's more subliminal. So like if, like a big dong gets you hot, then you're going to be like, oh man, that's doing things to me. But you'll be like, oh no, it's not actually that. You're actually into tossing salad, and I can tell you why. Take a closer look at this photo. It's like, oh no, oh my, oh my indeed.
So are there any examples in your life where some random thing or some innocuous thing took on a sinister meaning and now you can see nothing else?
I thought you had to have asked me that beforehand because I can't come up with one off the top of my head. I'll come up with one at like 2:00 in the morning. I'll be like, oh wait, I do have one.
Well, I mean, I've got another one. So
another photo to show me.
I wish I had the photo.
Oh damn! I was hoping.
If you want to wait a minute, I can find the photo. I just realized it's going to be on my cousin's Facebook. So I have to go out of Facebook.
That's great. I can't wait to see what's on your cousin's Facebook. That is quality podcasting content right there.
All right, so I sent you a photo. Look at so you see there's that first one with a group of people, one of which is a very handsome me. Look at the one directly below that, the kids doing the nativity.
Okay.
You see that lovely quilt above the mantle? That is what none of us talked about for years, but about half of us jokingly self-referred to as the festive Christmas swastika.
Yeah. Oh, Nazis. Oh, Nazis.
And we have had some hilarious conversations. Like 3 years ago, all of my generation were all hanging out. We're having like a game night. And I asked, like, I got up the courage. I asked, like, so, does your mom still have that Christmas swastika? And her two sons were there, and the one's like, what are you talking about? And the other one's like, oh, yeah, of course she does. And you're like, wait, Mom doesn't have a Christmas swastika. Yeah, she does. That quilt she puts above the mantle every year.
I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it reminds me of one of those photos of like, you see family photos and it's like, oh, that's a nice looking family. It's like 3 kids, the 2 parents. That's wonderful. They look beautiful. And then the next picture is all of them, but they all have their own rifles. It's like, oh, no, this got dark. That photo right there gives me, especially with the other ones that are totally normal, but now I wonder if they're not normal because of that one, because there's obviously a swastika over the fire. Over the
It
mantle.
is not a swastika.
Okay, but for my intents and purposes, I'm going to say it's a swastika. And so it gives you like this foreboding feeling like Rosemary's Baby. They're just like, oh, this family's not normal. Oh no, what's going on? Yeah, it looks like they're exchanging gifts, but what actually is in those boxes?
So I feel the need to defend my aunt here now. It is a double pinwheel quilt in Christmas colors. It's very pretty. She made it herself. It's very, I don't know that. I shouldn't say that. But it's hand-stitched. It's very nice. And it is a pattern that predates the National Socialist movement of Germany.
Of course it does. Yeah.
That being said...
That's very much a swastika over the mantle on Christmas. That is unfortunate because it does look very nice. It is it's okay. I'll say this. It's probably the nicest swastika I've ever seen. That's not going to help your aunt's case, but it looks damn good. It looks cute. I've never seen a cute swastika. How about that? Like that looks down home, like country style swastika.
This is how all our Buddhist and Viking friends feel with their symbols that predate the swastika that they can no longer use without people giving them the rigmarole that they do not deserve.
Yeah,
but it's funny.
It is. That's not. That's unfortunate. And yes, you would get crap for that, but also you absolutely deserve to get crap. And if you have no hint, maybe like way back in the family, possibly, but no hint of like, bigotry in your bones, then you can laugh at this. I know I would. It would come up every single Christmas. Like when my mom tried to make biscuits for breakfast after Christmas one year and made little tiny ones instead of like the bigger Grand's biscuits. And we gave her so much shit, and she still it's still the only thing that comes up as soon as we sit down for breakfast after Christmas presents have been opened.
No, that's just vindictive.
Anybody make any tiny biscuits? Like, okay, yeah.
Like, how small were these biscuits? Were they just not the grand? Were they the regular size?
They're extremely small. Like, the size of, you get the cupcake bites. It's like a little mini cupcake, just one bite and it's gone.
Yeah.
That size. But okay. Biscuits.
Okay, you made it sound like they were the size of a Dippin' Dot.
No, that would be impossible. That's ridiculous. You give me biscuits that size, I will say good job. I did not know biscuits could be that size. And still somehow distinguishable from other bread, I guess. I don't know. No, these were tiny. These were like macaroon sized. And, nobody noticed. She went to the kitchen, as she would do. And she just, starts making all the stuff. And she makes biscuits and gravy, because that's what we would have every time. And we come to the table. The biscuits are covered, so they stay nice and warm. So the cover comes off of those. And immediately it's just like, what the hell is this? It was a good laugh, and it still is. And, she can laugh at it. We can all laugh at it. And we all understand that, there's no ill will towards anyone for the comments. And this would be similar. It's like, just accept the fact that one Christmas, accidentally, Aunt Brenda put a swastika on the wall, and the kids worshipped under it. Their Lord and Savior, but not that Lord and Savior.
I really feel bad. I shouldn't have thrown her under the bus, but it is.
No, you absolutely should.
So funny.
Yes, absolutely. What would be even better is if one of the kids was like pointing up to it, just like this. I gave a nice Sieg Heil in the comfort of my own basement where nobody can see it. I promise. It was probably even a bad one. It looked more like disco than it did Sieg Heil.
Yeah, it was more of a, I don't know, like an old man trying to dab.
Okay, I'll take that. My Sieg Heil looks like an old man trying to dab. I can't even be a good Nazi. Whoops. Look at me, old Butterfingers trying to be a Nazi.
You know what I'm bad at?
Yeah.
Genocide. I just suck at it. I'm sorry, guy. You know what? I just have not been able to kill millions of innocent people.
I'm good at lots of things. You know what I suck at? Being angry at other races. What the hell weird blue collar comedy tour have we suckered into here that is just anti-fascism, but very offensive? I don't get it. I don't want to be Bill Engvall or Ron White. That's right. I know all the blue collar comedy tour guys. Jeff Foxhole-worthy. No, that one doesn't work.
I mean, you should have started with that one, and then Inkball was the right start, then Foxhole-worthy, then Ron White. I don't want to know what you're gonna do with Larry the Cable Guy.
That's the other one. I was trying to think. I was like, what is it?
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Then You Ruined It. If you enjoy our flavor of nonsense, please like and subscribe wherever you found us, and please share with your friends and cooler family members.